It's the NBA on 2K Sports.
Here we go.
This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. It's the Los Angeles Clippers and the Miami Heat. Morning's shot is good.
Check out Morning inside, where he operates with such confidence. This close in, he knows he's got the shot. I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor. Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really helped make an impact on that end. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Now here's Marley. Launches it. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And Thunder Dan Marley, a lights-out perimeter scorer, a talented shooter from deep.
Here's Harden. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. Think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Hardaway. Pass to Marley. There's the 3. Hardaway, no good.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Harden outside. And here is Zubac. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Great pass by Harden. He can put it right where you need it to be.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. I caught up with Miami's head coach. Now I asked him how they plan to limit the effectiveness of Kawhi Leonard. Coach said the thing with Kawhi is that even if you're able to slow him down offensively, he'll find a way to impact the game with his defense. He's one of the best two-way players the game has ever seen. So they won't have a moment's rest tonight, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Here's Mashburn. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Back to Hardaway. Pass to Morning. Dan Marley on the wing. Outside Hardaway. 6 to shoot. A 3 from Marley. It's hauled in by Zubac. Los Angeles leading by 4.
Timeout.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue.
Start it.
He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Clippers making a switch here. And here's Harden. Here's Leonard. Off the inbound, no good. The Heat trailed by 4. Here's Pinckney. Pass to Crotty. Good ball movement here by Miami. They need this one. Hits it from three-point range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Los Angeles with another miss.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Askins, no good. And it's the Clippers' ball. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
They set the pick. Out to the right wing. Now Austin. Scoreless thus far. 2 on the clock. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. .55 seconds left to play here in the first.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Yeah, that's a shot most guys are just not even going to take, but Leonard is confident in that range.
Here's Crotty. Over to the wing. Askins. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Crotty. .11 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Austin. Here's Pinckney. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Clippers on top. They're up by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
And the dunk by Zubac.
Zubac, such a towering presence. A guy who's capable of scoring through contact.
The Clippers shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. Here's Askins. Pass to Pinckney. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Clippers leading by 3. Screen by Zubac. To the middle. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. 6 points for Ivica Zubac.
Nice movement on the screen and roll. Zubac's good at angling his body in those sets.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Askins.
Going to the rack with energy. Isn't the D afraid to cut him off?
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Well, there's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Harden. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Harden's got the lead up to 5 now for Los Angeles.
Well, a master from the mid-range. Harden's so good at finding available space from that distance. Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
It's Harden with the drive, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. Here's Powell. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Clippers lead by 5.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, and Mourning just a beast on the glass, using that muscular frame to get into prime position there on the board.
Inside, here's Brown. Rebound by the Clippers.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Powell, no one around him. From outside, off the mark.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Pass to Hardaway. The screen from Brown. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mourning. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the L.A. area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in L.A. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. Harden inside the three-point line, and it's Mourning with the rebound. The Heat trailed by 3. Pass to Brown. With the shot, and it's Miami with another.
Any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And the Clippers have possession. Harden scanning the floor. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 3-point Miami lead.
Look at Mourning making the unselfish play, giving it away rather than forcing the shot.
Here's Leonard. Back to Harden. Down low. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Mourning. And the dunk by Mourning.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's Mashburn. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Miami ahead. They finish off the second quarter with a massive 16-6 run. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Here's Leonard. Leonard battling for two.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. The Heat leading by 3. Pass to Askins. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Dunn. In the corner, Simmons with it. And a miss there on the triple. And it's the Heat with the ball. Here's Crotty. Hasn't made one yet. To the inside. And stolen by Leonard. Here's Simmons. Here's Dunn. Kicks it out to Harden. A second chance effort. And a wide open look for Simmons. His three-pointers off the mark. And the Heat call time here.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Miami leading by 3. Pass to Hardaway. Back to Marley. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Important point there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Screen by Leonard. Kawhi confident inside.
Yeah, Leonard can do this. He can just take over a game offensively.
So it's Miami now. Pass to Marley. Tipped away. And stolen by Dunn. The 3 from Harden. Hands it from downtown. Harden's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
And that's Harden. He can beat you equally off the dribble or off the catch.
To the paint. Here's Mourning. And Mourning throws it down.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And the Clippers making a switch here. And it's the Clippers with the ball. Screen by Zubac. Another shot. And he sinks the layup. Zubac has got 8 points.
Zubac does a great job of sniffing out offensive rebounds and beats his guy to the spot.
Pass to Crotty. From outside the arc. Good on the triple. And the Heat lead by 3.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
It's Powell on the wing. Here's Leonard. Goes back up. No good from Zubac. The Heat leading by 3. Leonard with the steal. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And the dunk by Zubac.
Doesn't get any easier for Zubac. He'll take those anytime he gets them.
Timeout called, the Heat. The Heat with the lead. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession.
Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
Hardaway with a wide open look. It's hauled in by Dunn.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So it's pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. Clock at 6. Left side, Brown. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
The Clippers in the lead. .110 left to play in the third. Here's Dunn. Pass to Zubac. Beyond the arc. And it's Mourning with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Mashburn. Guarded by Powell. He's moving the ball around. And the dunk by Mourning.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
No good from Zubac. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Now here is Hardaway. Still yet to score. Mourning inside. And that one, good. And the Heat lead by 2.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
And this is why you must get Simmons out of the paint. So fantastic when it comes to finishing above the rim.
Right side Hardaway. And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Here's Miami now. And the dunk by Brown.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. And Coffee gets it to go.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Now here's Marley. Just 5 on the clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. No good with the triple. And here is Los Angeles now. Mills can't hit. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Hardaway for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. And the Heat lead by 3.
Yeah, and Hardaway there squared up from distance. He is as reliable as it gets from outside.
Here's Batum. And it's rebounded by Mashburn.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively. And he's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Pass to Coffee. Back to Simmons. Some solid defense from Brown. The Heat leading by 6. Now here's Marley. Off target with his 3. On the wing, Batum. Took him no time at all on that one. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Clippers trail by 6 to the middle. Now the Clippers moving it up.
Showing no hesitation, and in a huge moment, Kawhi wants the ball when they need a bucket.
Now here's Marley. Stolen by Harden. Done with it. Hardaway picks him up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
The effort level from Zubac is something that the coaching staff and obviously his teammates greatly appreciate. Night in and night out, he's giving you his all.
Important points from Mourning. Zoe is a winner, and he wants the ball in that situation.
Here's Leonard. Following the score by Miami. In the corner, Powell with it. 6 on the shot clock. From deep, Harden. And the Clippers miss again.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Heat moving the ball around. A 3 from Marley. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Marley's got the lead up to 8 now for Miami. A 3 from Leonard. P.J. Brown with the rebound.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Here's Marley. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 8. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Here's Harden on the wing. Over Marley. Harden's shot is off. A basket here would push their lead to double digits.
Yeah, looking in control at this point. One of the best closers in our game. James Harden coming up big.
Free throw good from Harden. Here's Miami now, leading by 5. Pass to Marley. Jacks up a 3. Drains the three-pointer.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Hardaway for 3. It's hauled in by Dunn.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Pass to Mashburn. Outside Hardaway. On the wing Marley. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Tim Hardaway with the 3. And the Heat lead by 8. And the Clippers call time here. 8 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
From deep, Marley off target with that shot. And so it's Miami winning this one. We've got NBA basketball in store for you. We're live at the American Airlines Center. We're in Dallas, Texas, the home of the Mavericks. All live on 2K Sports. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway. The Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Such a silky, smooth stroke from deep. Thompson, excellent accuracy.
And they double up Morant. Pass to Jackson. Shoots from 12. Edey can't hit. Here's Dallas. Now here's Gafford. Guarded by Jackson. Out to the wing. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Irving. On the wing, Davis. 5 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Well, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. Got a little main streak in him, too, which I like.
Payne with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And finished off by Davis.
I don't know what to do about that. Davis just powering it down.
Morant with a wide open look. Drills it from outside.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
He gets it in there.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. Greg, with how explosive John Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Keeping that head on the swivel, eyes alert. Washington doing a nice job finding his man there.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. And the basket by Jackson.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
Now here is Davis. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
There's Morant. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Well, you look at these role players the Mavs have, Clark. They've done a great job.
They really have, Kevin. I mean, the front office identified who the players were that could best play with their core stars. Needed defenders and guys that could catch and shoot the three. They went out and loaded up the roster with those perfectly fitting role players.
Now, here is Irving. Still scoreless. Here's Edey. .56 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Yep, that one goes.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Pass to Marshall. Back to Irving. Off target from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
For Memphis, they had shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
Mavericks trailed by 4. Got a piece of it. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Here's Thompson. Unable to get that one. Here's Aldama. Lays it up off the glass.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And so it's Memphis holding on to an 8. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Look at the fast break point total. Oh, my goodness. Come on now.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Clark, you had a chance to defend a lot of great scores in your time in the NBA.
Yeah, and I did. They wore me out too, partner. I mean, I think the attitude of those guys stands out. Their relentlessness, the skill level obviously was there, but it was the relentless pursuit of the basketball and scoring opportunities. Bernard King, Larry Bird, Alex English, Marcus Johnson was near the tail end of his prime, but he was a problem too. I mean, there were a number of guys in that. Kelly Tripucka. Yeah, don't make my head spin. Dinwiddie, so efficient, making the most of his opportunity with good effect.
Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And finished off by Morant.
This is how athletic Morant is. A point guard who possesses incredible athleticism.
And that one's good, Irving.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Greg, you love this topic more than anyone. When you think about the best ball handlers of all time, where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Well, you've got to be careful and skillful in how you guard Irving. I mean, he's really adept at drawing fouls.
Clark, Kyrie Irving has got to be as skilled a player as we've seen in the NBA.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know if I've ever seen a better layup maker than him. And I played against Isaiah Thomas and read about Nate Archibald and some of the other great small ball guards. But, man, this kid, Kyrie Irving, well, young man now, 50, 40, 90 on a season. And a lot of times he's making acrobatic layups against 6'9" and 7-foot guys. Special.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Both free throws good from Morant.
And it's hard to pick a more electrifying player. in the league than John Morant. He explodes off the floor.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Mavericks trail by 10. To the inside. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. Rebounded by Gafford.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Pass to Marshall. Back to Irving. Screen by Gafford. Three-pointer. The shot's good from Irving. Irving's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
You got to run Kyrie off that line. If you let him get comfortable and find his shot from behind the arc, it's a wrap.
Here's Huff. Here's Morant. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Irving. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
You know, this is simply what Kyrie Irving does. Get buckets against defenders. He's a bucket maker.
And Morant gets it to go.
Scoring the ball, he has been lethal and efficient. Wow.
Pass to Marshall. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Gafford throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And the foul called on P.J. Washington. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. .109 left to play here in the half. Payton for 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Pass to Irving. It's hauled in by Huff. Memphis leading by 7. Down low. Here's Bagley.
And how about the leaping ability of Bagley? He gets off the ground with ease to throw that one down.
Now Washington. Here's Thompson. Guarded by Morant. Irving with the ball. 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. They get the rebound. Here's Gafford. Back to Irving. A second chance effort. And the layup is up and in. 14 points for Kyrie Irving.
That's the thing about Kyrie. He's a 3-level scorer.
Outside for Pippen. Back to Morant. Payne for 3. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Baines got 5 now.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Puts up a deep 3. They grab their own miss. Lets it go with a 3. No love that time with that miss. He is now 6 for 9. Now Gafford. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Inside. Here's Pippen. And it's Pippen with the jam.
It's like reading a picture book
for Morant. He makes it look insanely easy.
Pass to Thompson. Dallas moving the ball around. Now, here is Irving. Back to Davis. Second shot opportunity. Here's Thompson. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Bane. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time.
Morant with it. Picked up by Thompson. Here's Jackson. Good. And the nice assist from Morant.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And so it's Dallas with it. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. Thompson outside. Back to Davis. Plenty of space. He squares up and sinks it.
The big fella spotting up, and AD more than capable of knocking it down.
Well, there's no question, and he welcomes this, that Anthony Davis shoulders a heavy load on the defensive end.
And he should, and he does. I mean, he's a true anchor. He protects the rim. He can guard out on the perimeter. He communicates well. He's got an excellent basketball IQ. And he's a guy that can cover up a lot of mistakes from his teammates.
And the Grizzlies leading by 14. To the middle. The Mavericks pull it in. 1:57 left to play in the third. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Left side, Irving. To the left wing. Pass to Thompson. Davis sets a screen. Thompson with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Clock at 6. Now Davis. Over Bane. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And Morant gets it to go.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
Over to the wing. Irving for 3. Dallas, no good that time either.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Pass to Morant. There's the screen. Here's Edey. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Edey's got 9.
And I like how Morant threaded the needle there. Just an excellent pass off that pick.
The Mavericks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. And so Irving nails both of them.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Grizzlies making a switch here. And the Grizzlies leading by 16. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the third. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Dinwiddie outside. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. And finished off by Davis.
Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Here's Dinwiddie. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in command with a 16-point lead. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball, bringing it up now for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 16-point game. Here's Davis. Great D that time from Bagley. Memphis with the ball. To the inside. Huff. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Huff's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Memphis. Pass to Christie. Puts up a deep three. The Mavericks keeping it alive. A new 14. Some nice passing here by Dallas. It's rebounded by Memphis. The Grizzlies call timeout. Memphis leading by 18. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
That one falls.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
And here's Morant. Huff, no good. Pass to Washington. On the wing, Davis. To the paint. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Oh, I thank you very much.
He can really fly. And you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too. And you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And the call will be against Derek Lively. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Terrific dime there. Morant realizing his responsibility to share the wealth with his teammates.
Pass to Irving. Back to Davis. Over Jackson. The kick out to Irving.
3.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
The Grizzlies call timeout. And the Grizzlies leading by 18. Morant scanning the floor. Here's Jackson. And Davis sends it back.
If you don't know exactly where Davis is, he's going to deny your shot, so you got to be aware of his presence.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Grizzlies.
I love the way they're finishing, penetrating, getting downhill, taking the game to their opponents. They've been the aggressors, and that's been impressive.
And there it is for him.
Oh, yeah, Irving, he has the mid-range in his bag now.
It's Morant with the drive. And it's blocked. They get it back. Outside Pippen. Out to Morant. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Mavericks trailed by 18. And on the way from Irving for 3. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. Outside Jackson. Teardrop shot. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Thompson from long range. And the Grizzlies leading by 18.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Grizzlies.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ja Morant.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
And the basket by Jackson.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And that one falls for Irving.
Kyrie Irving, special. I mean, as skilled a player as you'll ever see when it comes to handling the ball and scoring in close.
Inside. Huff. Boom, he jams it straight down.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Goes back up. And Morant will lay it in.
And what a show Morant is putting on. Every time he touches the ball, you feel like he's going to score.
Pass to Lively. Over Morant. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, that time he got the defense off balance with the well-timed pump fake. Nice work.
That's good from Lively. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The first one falls. Both free throws good from Morant. Outside Irving. From deep Washington. Off target. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark.
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. Back to Murray. And stolen by Holmgren. Dort up top. Going inside. Soft touch off the glass.
A wrecking ball through the lane. Lou Dort, one strong dude.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Now here's Holmgren. Clock at 6. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And it's Holmgren missing.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Murray, no good. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Williams misses.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. To the middle. They kick it out to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Brown. The Nuggets need to get one up. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
Yeah, great pass to Jokic when he's ready to fire, and then he's straight into his motion.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by Denver. Here's Murray. And he converts the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot is good.
I'll tell you, that jumper from Gilgeous-Alexander is smooth and under control.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the Nuggets. We were talking about Chet Holmgren, the versatility at both ends, and coach pointed out one thing in particular, saying that Chet has the ability to create for himself. He's a tremendous ball handler for his size. He has great footwork, and he stays on balance. He knows it's going to take a team effort defensively.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 5. Dort outside. To the paint. Here's Hartenstein. That one's good. This game is all even.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Outside for Porter. The 3-ball. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
Just an uncanny ability to make shots from the corner. Porter Jr. using his skill set.
Coach, after 3 back surgeries in 5 years, it is truly amazing that Michael Porter Jr. is still playing at all.
Yeah, it really is, Brian. And for him to get back to playing at the highest level, he has really stuck with it, and you've got to admire his mental and physical toughness.
Now here's Williams. Still no points. Down low. Wallace outside. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Denver. A minute 15 left to play in the first quarter. The layup off target. Pass to Holmgren. Launches it from deep. Gordon pulls it in.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And the bucket is good.
And Jokic has a number of moves to choose from, especially deep inside.
And he gets the bucket. So Dort's gotten his second bucket.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Here's Westbrook. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein.
Yeah, and the intensity Russ plays with is exceptional. When he goes hard inside, it forces the D to act.
A big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. And he makes both free throws. Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A. It's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
Here's Strawther. Driving in. Some solid defense from Williams. Caruso outside. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Running the show, Gilgeous-Alexander is talented as a passer.
And it's Westbrook off the drive. And he makes it.
He hears the whistle, and he keeps his concentration and is able to knock it down.
This will be his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And that one falls for Westbrook. Now here's Williams. He gets it up. Whoa! He just got it off in time.
That was close. Now, he doesn't panic in these situations.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And there's the whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his third foul of the game. The Thunder making a switch here. Westbrook outside. Inside. Šarić. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. To the inside. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
And Williams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing by 2. To the middle. And Williams punches it home.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Here's Westbrook. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
Caruso outside. And he misses the go-ahead basket. And it's the Nuggets ball. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, "It's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out." Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. The free throw drops for Wiggins. We'll stand in the highly competitive West. The Denver Nuggets continue to distinguish themselves.
Well, Brian, they are unquestionably a top team in their conference, and they're proof that smart front office decisions and patience really pays off in the long run.
Here's Dort. And he misses the fast break layup.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
Here's Brown. Three-pointer off the mark.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Williams from long range. Porter pulls it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Westbrook left side. Here's Šarić. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Pass to Wallace. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. Wallace has got his first 2 points.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Wallace pulls it in. Oklahoma City trailing. And the shot's good by Wiggins. Wiggins has got 6 points.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Back to Westbrook. They kick it out to Murray. To the paint. Pass to Šarić. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Both teams deciding to change it up. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. On defense, the Nuggets. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA doing his thing in close.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
The Nuggets trail. Murray, no good. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. That one falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter.
Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence given the size of the disadvantage there.
Yeah, a skilled player can work around the mismatch. He's used to dealing with larger guys.
Down low. Chang. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
Here's Murray. Takes it inside. Well, he's now 2 for 7 after that bucket.
You see the speed there. Love watching Murray go right towards the rim and convert.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Oklahoma City shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And the second free throw is good.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league.
Murray deciding where to go with it. Inside. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Thunder out in front. They lead by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And it's the Thunder with the ball. 4-point game. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray finishing it off.
So active on offense. Murray doing it himself.
To the paint. Here's Hartenstein. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Outside Porter. Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Outside Porter. On the wing, Murray. Shot clock at 5. Here's Brown. Takes a 3. Nails it from 3. Brown's got 6 points.
With all the attention that Murray gets, smart by Jamal to dish it on that play.
Stan, you've coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got 2 young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wemby and Chet Holmgren.
SGA working through contact inside.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter, someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Got it.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. Look at Chet using his size inside.
It's so difficult to defend Holmgren inside. For such a young player, His body control and awareness are off the charts.
Murray's shot is good. Murray's got 6 here in the quarter.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title. But Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daigneault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Stan, we know Jokic is one of the best passers this game has ever seen at any position, but his teammates will dish it as well.
Yeah, the Nuggets, by and large, are very unselfish. It's part of their culture. They only bring in guys who are willing to sacrifice for the team's sake.
I call Jamal Murray a scoring guard. He's on this team to provide points, and he's certainly doing that tonight.
And Wallace, here we go. And they'll get another chance. Pass to Dort. And another shot. It's not going to go for him. If they score here, they're back in front.
And they've been waiting to retake this lead for a bit.
They kick it out to Murray. Right wing. Here's Brown. 6 points for him. 5 on the clock. For the lead. And it's laid up and in by Porter. Porter's got 5 points.
Smart play there by Porter. Working his way inside to find a reliable, close-range look.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. .125 left in the third. Here's Mitchell.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Oklahoma City shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Both free throws good for Mitchell.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Westbrook. The Thunder with the rebound. Left side Joe. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good. .102 left to play in the third. Here's Mitchell. Jokic grabs the board. And it's Murray with the ball for Denver. They trail by 1. Jokic in the post. Gordon on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Here's Jokic. Inside. Jokic drops it in. A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
And these teams have been sparring from the get-go, neither able to land the knockout blow.
Outside Joe. To the inside. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Nikola Jokic. 16 seconds left in the third quarter here. And here's Murray. 12 points for him. Down low. Here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
I'm not sure why they aren't going to him more. He's scoring the ball so well.
Jamal Murray, he's been the guy making things happen for the Denver Nuggets. 8 points in the quarter. Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Williams grabs the board. And it's Thunder's ball. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Over Murray. Another shot. And the layup is up and in.
He got in excellent position, then takes it right back up.
The Nuggets trail. Saric, left side. On the wing, Murray. Pass to Westbrook. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
Oh, unlimited energy. That's what Westbrook brings. No problems bouncing off contact.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. The Thunder making a switch here. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. With the game so close, he wanted his team to stay aggressive, saying, don't be a watcher, be an actor. Go out and make something happen on the court. Don't let it come to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. Pass to Saric. Westbrook outside. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
I think he caught the defense napping. Those plays can be soul-crushing.
And he comes up with a bucket.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
Westbrook with the miss. Oklahoma City trailing. Wiggins for three. Can't get it to drop.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Back to Murray. Westbrook taking his time here. To the middle. Saric. And Saric throws it down.
Yeah, few guys drop dimes like Westbrook. He has an innate talent for setting up shooters.
Pass to Saric. And Saric throws it down.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, and when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Free throw good. Saric. Thunder trail by 7. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That won't go. Making him 6 for 12 from the floor now. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for Denver. 7-point game. Biggest lead so far. Rejected by Holmgren.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense. Oh, obviously Gilgeous-Alexander has the will to win. What a relentless effort.
Here's Brown. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Screen by Holmgren. Dort outside. Back to Holmgren. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Yeah, an amazing find. How about the patience from Dort? Waits for his man to get open and feeds him.
And he lobs it up. They get it back. Outside for Porter. Three-pointer, no good. Thunder trail by 6. Here's Holmgren. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And when Dort sees an opportunity to score, he goes hard, getting the defense to foul him in the process.
And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there.
And that's a situation where you must make them all to get back into the game.
Pass to Porter. Gordon with it. Left side Porter. Here's Brown. Murray for three. Hartenstein pulls it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And it's the Nuggets ball. Leading by 5. Gordon outside. Now Porter. Now Murray. Back to Porter. Pass to Brown. There's the three. That one no good. And stolen by Murray. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth.
Oh, explosive move. Sometimes Murray doesn't get enough credit for his athleticism.
Timeout called. The Thunder. 23 seconds left in the final quarter. All right, guys, what do you think?
They just haven't put it all together tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
Here are the Nuggets with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. And it's Murray finishing it off. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the three-pointer goes. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Murray with it. And so it's Denver with the W. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
And that'll do it, folks.
We are live in Boston, Massachusetts, the gem of New England, as the Celtics are about to go into this interconference contest right here. Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sidelines. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Now, here's Fox. Down low.
And you want more of this from Tatum, able to make an impact on defense with this kind of activity.
Brown. Out to Porzingis. The rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama looking it over. And the basket by Castle. Castle's got his team on the board to start the game for San Antonio. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Brown. Outside Tatum. It's good from long range.
No second thoughts from Tatum. Just look, he's ready.
Barnes outside. And it's off from three-point range. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Back to Tatum. Barnes grabs the miss.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla, and I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Devin Vassell.
And at 7'3", Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And, Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
Now here's Porzingis. Harrison Barnes missing his last shot. Yep, it counts.
And nice use of size by Porzingis inside, able to practically play on top of the D.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Spurs trail by 5. Right side, Fox. The kick out to Barnes. No good from outside. And the Celtics with possession here. And that one's good. Tatum.
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from range.
Wembanyama left side. Barnes outside. They need this. Porzingis with the block. Over to the left wing. Celtics passing it around. Tatum. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Wembanyama with it. He's picked up by White. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I could see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Back to Porzingis. Misses off the left iron.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Paul. Over Holiday. A shot by Paul, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Celtics leading by 8. Pass to Porzingis. Shoots over Vassell. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. Nobody near Barnes. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Johnson from outside. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Anywhere on the arc, Johnson has the green light. He is that skilled of a range shooter.
Porzingis can't hit. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
San Antonio trailing here. Sohan with the screen to the middle. The rebound by the Celtics.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Bucks. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
To the inside. Here's Cornette. The rebound by Champagnie. Spurs trail by 4. Here's Fox. Here's Sohan. Lets it go with a 3. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The kick out to Brown. To the paint. On the wing, Brown. And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Pass to Hauser. Brown inside. Five to shoot. Rebound by Sohan. Spurs trail by 6. Here's Fox. From down in the low post, it goes. Fox has got his first bucket in this one.
The defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to talk to his guys. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15 and 56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole. The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
And here we go. And the dunk by Barnes.
Passes like this demonstrate leadership. Vassell wanting to find his open teammates.
Here's Tatum. Brown outside. Back to Tatum. Brown feeling it out a bit. Clock at 6. White with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Cornette can't get it to go. Spurs trail by 3. Wembanyama outside. It's deflected. Poked away. Fox with the steal. Vassell outside. The 3. No good. Shot missing. Boston leading by 3. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talents, and you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. G.A., there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
Size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
Inside, Barnes. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Jason Tatum. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Boston.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Boston. It's a 5-point game.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Paul for 3. Holiday with the block.
An aggressive defender who pressures ball handlers. Nobody should be surprised to see Holiday sending shots away.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Wembanyama. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wembanyama's got 9.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
The thing I love about Chris Paul is that he is so focused on making his teammates better. Every team would love to have a floor general like that.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Holiday's got his first points of the game.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Celtics lead by 3. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That's his first foul. Outside, Fox. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Porzingis can't hit. San Antonio trailing here. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Pass to Tatum. Fires from deep. And Porzingis gets the 3. Porzingis has got 13.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before.
Tatum a screen. Holiday surveying the floor. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you watch Jason Tatum. Year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Spurs trail by 4. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Sweet little floater.
Showing the point guard instincts there. Fox with great vision.
Here's Hauser, and he makes good on the layup. And the Celtics lead by 4.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Drills the three-pointer.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
And it's Mamu Kelishvili with the rebound. Here's Fox for the lead. It's hauled in by Cornette. It's a close game here in Boston. Right side Horford. And a dunk by Horford.
And no chance to shut that one down. Horford's reach made that play unstoppable.
And it's Mamu Kelishvili missing. To the inside. Here's Hauser. Count it. And now a 5-point Boston lead.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And Fox gets it to go.
Rise and fire. Man, I love watching Fox cash in off the catch.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the third. Here's Porzingis. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Here's San Antonio now. Trailing by 2. Here's Sohan. The game now all time.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Outside, Horford. .115 left in the third. Rebounded by the Spurs. Now, Sohan. Yes, to Castle. Down low. Oh, Wembanyama. Too easy.
That's just textbook. Castle understands when to deliver the ball off that screen.
Let's just say that was an ill-advised pass there. Very close to a turnover.
Celtics making a switch here. So it's the Celtics now. A 2-point game. In transition, here come the Spurs. And the shot goes down. Barnes has got 11 points.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Outside, Porzingis. Back to Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Here's Porzingis. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. 15 points in the game.
A knockdown shooter, really from anywhere on the floor. Porzingis knows he has the green light to fire from there.
Pass to Sohan. Here's Castle. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. It's the Spurs. They lead by 2. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so Holiday will bring it up for Boston. Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Branham can't get it to go.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And Derek White, he's one of the most valuable guards, Richard, in the NBA.
White can play the one, he can shoot the ball, plus he is an all-league defender. So Derek White gives you everything you want in your backcourt.
And RJ, the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown winning a title together, that's something else.
There was some small talk going around about breaking them up. Good thing for the Celtic front office, they kept them both. In their first 7 seasons as a duo, they have 5 trips to the conference finals. That is a ridiculous run.
And you have to be right up on Holiday. When you're not, he's ready to take those quick shots.
Here's Paul. No good, unable to end this run. And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Boston.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
Celtics leading by 6. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. Now, he's not happy with the perimeter defense. He told them we have to hustle more out to the three-point line because they look real comfortable out there now. I want you contesting every 3 they put up. We'll see if that intensity increases on D. Guys?
Thank you, David. A nice shot by Tatum.
This is how confident Tatum is. Knows he can score inside whenever he wants.
Packed from outside. Rebounded by the Celtics. Celtics on offense. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
White goes in, and he makes that one. White's got the lead up to 10 now for the Celtics.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Something Castle continues to work on. It's crucial that he becomes more consistent from deep.
Tatum downhill. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot. And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
A multi-talented swingman. Tatum just continues to get better and better each year.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Celtics leading by 6. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. 19 points for Porzingis.
And bringing the aggression and the energy, two things you like to see from Porzingis.
Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Porzingis with the block. 5-on-3 break. Here's Horford. And it's Mamu Kelishvili with the rebound. Here's Fox. And he banks in the layup.
Look at Fox fearlessly going inside, hunting for a higher percentage look.
Outside Holiday. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
A free throw off from Fox.
You gotta love how scrappy De'Aaron Fox is. No matter what kind of challenges he faces in a game, he's never giving less than his all.
Porzingis. And Horford wide open. He shoots. Off target from three-point range. Here's Vassell. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. And now just a 4-point Celtic lead. Here's Horford. And it's Mamu Kelishvili with the rebound.
Oh, yes!
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
What a play from the rookie. Castle showing this team they can rely on him when it counts.
To the paint. Porzingis. Count it!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Barnes. Horford with the rebound. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
There's Porzingis. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Now it's a 6-point Celtic lead.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And that one is good. And the Celtics lead by 8.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
San Antonio calls timeout. They trail by 8. What's your take?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them. So why not go down fighting?
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Tatum. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
See, this is what makes him complete. Tatum doesn't settle, puts the ball on the floor, uses his length to finish.
Packed from outside. And White slams it in. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the